It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, this past week, I went back to Langley again. Yes, you know, I'm always going there. I've used my super duper case officer special activity skills, paramilitary skills, because I'm skilled at running knocks. I'm skilled at getting intel. I'm skilled at doing brush passes. I'm skilled at tracking, foreign adversaries across the country. I'm skilled at flying helicopters. Yeah, I can do it all. I can only do none of those things. But I did watch Lioness. Yes, I Lioness again. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. But first, couple things. I want to give a big shout out to Dallas, Texas. Got some place in Dallas. In Dallas, I know you guys got a Cosm there. COSM Cosm, where they show those magnificent entertainment experiences. Well, guess what? We got one coming to Detroit very soon. I think it's like a couple weeks. It'll be Detroit. And I really want to see The Matrix in that space. The Matrix is my most favorite movie of all time. And seeing what it looks like, the experience, I gotta go there. But it's not just The Matrix. They're going to show sports, Harry Potter. I think fights will be there, football games. It seems like a very dope place. I mean, it'd be interesting if I can even get in there. I suspect the demand for it to be super high. And I know you guys already got one. It just looks super dope. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. If you live in the Dallas area, or if you're in Dallas, you go to it. Because it's just like next level entertainment experience. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. So real quick. So you had like television. You had like drive-ins, you had VCRs, DVDs, streaming, movie theaters, IMAX 70 mil or millimeter, whatever. And then you got Cosm. I feel Cosm is the next evolution of what film is when you go outside your house. It's just such an immersive experience that I would liken it to a new category. So you had pop and soda, then you had energy drink that came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it created its own category. Basically, to me, this is what Cosm's done. Cosm's created its own category, like flat out. There's no other way to describe it. So I am rooting for Cosm. It looks phenomenal. I feel people are feeling it. A lot of people that I know are so into this. And the people I know in Michigan, they probably gonna go to it. People that even aren't from Michigan probably gonna go to it. They got homies in Ohio, probably go to it. Dudes in Grand Rapids, dudes all over, probably gonna go to it. It just looks that dope. So anyways, Dallas, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And additionally, this episode is brought to you by the song called Positive Mindset. So this song is basically about having a positive mindset. It's me rapping over synthy electronic type beats to reinforce my belief that in order to navigate life a little bit better, a positive mindset will help. It helps me a lot. Now you can choose negative, go for it, but for me, positive mindset helps. So if you want to hear a song to program your mind through repetition to think positively, this is a song for you. So put it below, check it out. Now, let's get the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I went back to Langley. And when I was there, unfortunately, Jo, the star of the show, Jo, she still has not been found. Now, if you've been following the show the last few episodes, you know, smaller, that Jo has been snatched up in what's called a blackjack crash or blackjack grab or something like that. So that's what happened. Basically, this car smashed into Jo, and so that was a big part of it. And they're also going backwards. The storytelling's like all over the place. They're in the past, or 6 months in the past, or just jumping all over the place. Now, I think Jo is currently still not, freed from her captors, right? So the Lioness team is trying to track her down to save her, right? Family's worried, kids are worried, her team is worried, everybody's worried. Of course, they snatching up an American. They snatched up a family member. They snatched up a teammate. This is a very important piece. They know her well, and they want her safe, and they're working on it. They have a hard time tracking down her whereabouts. It's difficult. Yeah, so these foreign agents, foreign officers, foreign whatever you want to call them, have been able to evade the long arm of the law in America, been able to evade the net of surveillance we have, because they know how it works. These foreign adversaries know the gameplay. They know the game board. They know how it works. They're able to maneuver underneath all the different things that we've created to track things. Now, for me and you, the average layman, they'll get us like in 5 minutes. So the net of communication in the net of, what they know as far as people that secure this nation, United States of America. They have a large set of humans, technology, equipment used to track people. So if you messing up, they're going to find you. And if you're a layman, they get you, bro. Let's be real about it. But first of all, you shouldn't be doing bad stuff anyways, okay? You shouldn't. But back in the day, it was a lot easier. You ever see Bonnie and Clyde, the movie? Yeah, easier back then. 2026, not so much. You used to mess up stuff, guess what? They gonna find you. Let's be real about it. Be real. But anyways, this is for us laymen. Now these other guys that come from overseas, these foreign adversaries, they a little more sophisticated than me and you. Like they know how these things work because they design them in their own space. And a lot of the technology, a lot of the tradecraft is very similar. So since they know how to beat their own systems, they kind of apply here. Now every now and then though, a system you go to, another country, another space has something they don't know about. And I suspect maybe next episode that's gonna be revealed. Like, well, hey, we got this and they don't know that. Because I'm sure in that game of cat and mouse of the cloak and dagger, you're always trying to one up your opposition with tradecraft, with technology. I don't want to liken this to sports because I do it all the time, and it's not to diminish what's happening here. These are high stakes with lives at risk, world politics, wars, all these super, super heavy, hardcore, important things. But I will say this, it's like sports in the way they compete. They compete like it's sports, but these are high stakes sports. So you got athletes playing basketball, baseball, football, the European game, pickleball, it don't matter. Pick your sport, hockey. Okay, they're playing for cups and belts and championships and banners, and it's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But these guys are playing for super high stakes. So yeah, they call it the great game. It is a game, but the stakes are super high. Even your highest poker tournament with tons of money on the line, yeah, it's huge, but it ain't like this. This game, an error you make can cause an immense amount of damage. Physical, kinetic, political, we're talking massive. So in this show, the CIA agent, I can't remember his name, he's been in the show for the last 3 seasons. Sorry for your name, bro. But this guy lays out the possibilities of what's going on with Joe. So there's a scene where they're trying to track down Joe, and they have to interrogate these adversaries, right? And so he takes methods that really not the methods that the rest of the team are okay with. I understand why. Because they don't play in no space. They have ROE, rules of engagement. Now the rules of engagement for the CIA guy is a little bit different than the rules of engagement for the rest of the team. But they don't know this, right? So anyways, they're very appalled by his method. Understandably so, because they're not in that space trained. This guy plays a different game. He plays in the gray area, which sometimes can get super dirty. But anyways, he lays out his reasoning for doing what he did. He lays out the possible ramifications from not getting the information he needs right now. Like there's literally super, super high stakes beyond any athletic competition you can think of, beyond any local thing you think of. These are global stakes between nation states, between large organizations. Like the stakes are high. The amount of pressure for this quotation mark great game between these players quotation mark is way harder than anything you do in athletics. These guys are playing for sometimes life or death, or the survival of a government, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's numerous other things. The stakes are real. So in this episode, we explore that again. And so like, I'm not trying to, to sensationalize things or maybe to hype it up. Because, let's be real. The news does it a lot. They do that. And they sensationalize a lot of things. No disrespect to them. They're trying to get views and listeners. All good. No complaints. But when I say these things, as someone that's went down the rabbit hole, heard the stories from the real guys in the war, the real guys in these spy agencies, the real guys that live the life, that tell the stories from FBI, CIA, NSA, NRO, SVR, you name it. Israel intelligence, you name it. I've heard stories from various people that participate in this quotation mark grape game, in this industrial military complex. And bro, it's real. Like, we play war in video games. We play war, we're kids with guns, but it's a whole different game. And now to throw it back to the first episode, even the guys that were in the space, according to the show, weren't even ready for the next level. The drone warfare, the guys that had been in the game weren't ready for that. They had to train them even more because the game is evolving. The warfare is evolving. It's changing, it's shifting. Technology, AI, right? The skill sets and the way of thinking, the stratagems, the technology that used to work are evolving, it's shifting where new training has to happen. Like the game is about to amp up. Now, someone that just uses the AI in the public sector, right? I don't know what the military got. I use AI, I got smart glasses, all this smart technology. That's what I got. And I'm able to use it super effectively and gain so many advantages in my life by using this. And I'm not even in the battle space. But imagine what these militaries across the globe have. The stuff that you don't know about. Oh, it's just gotta be craziness and madness. And to quote Spock from, Strange New Worlds the other day, it's probably madness, bro. Like for a human to navigate that, but we're talking the pressure super high. I've always had a lot of respect for people that are in the military and these organizations. Like I said, a lot of my family members have been in this space. They never talk about that because I can't even imagine what it's like. But I'm just saying, bro, it's real in the field, bro. And this show does a really good job of visualizing what it could be like. Now, the reality, the realism, I'm not sure. I've not heard any interviews anybody to really say yay or nay on it. It'd be interesting to see what the professionals that lived it say it. But it feels super accurate. Now, one last thing to say. I watched The Bureau with my knowledge of reading books, listening to podcasts, and, just studying that space. And I watched The Bureau, and The Bureau felt super real to me. Now, I didn't get any confirmation from experts till after I saw the show, but the experts that lived it said, yeah, The Bureau's super one of the most realist depictions of that ever made. That's the feeling I get with this particular season of Lioness. It may not be that way, but it feels that way. So it should be interesting to see what the experts in that space think about it. Because it does have that same Bureau vibes to me, but I don't know. I'm no expert. So anyways, if you have not seen Lioness, I highly recommend you watch it. It's phenomenally good. And this be real, it's good. But if you're trying to be lifted up and happy and all that, have a joyous time, watch some cartoons first. This is going to be some serious stuff, bro. So if you don't want nothing heavy, maybe wait for a day you want some heavy stuff. If you're trying to get a pick-me-up, it might not get picked up. I'm just saying, it's fun, it's entertaining, but it ain't be smiles and rainbows, to be real about it. And it's not a diss. I'm just telling you what it is. Okay? So, get your drinks, get your food, sit back, go for a nice ride, because it's wonderful. I love this stuff. To quote Vin Diesel and Triple X, I live for this ish. So yeah, this concludes the podcast. And until next time, we'll see you. If you do nothing unexpected happens. Faye Weldon. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks.